So guys, it finally begins, the Arsenal career mode on FIFA 17. I am so excited. It's become pretty much tradition on this channel that I always start off with the Arsenal career mode. I did the Barcelona mini-series because obviously I didn't have the game on PS4, so that was on early access, but now I have the full PS4 copy and it's time to get this career mode underway. First thing we're going to do, guys, is go through the emails, and the first one is actually about the pre-season tournament that I'm going to. So we are going to Australia to play our pre-season tournament. We will be using our youngsters, our reserves. We're not going to use the first team players. Make sure they're fully fit for the first few games of the season. So it'll be good to see how my youngsters get on in that pre-season tournament. Not too worried about winning it, to be honest. Now, this is something new with career mode, of course. I've talked about it in the Barcelona mini-series I did. Shirt sales. I have been given a target of £127.5 million in shirt sales. So we should be able to achieve that pretty easily, especially with the likes of Ozil, Mustafi, a new signing, Alexis Sanchez, players like that. The transfer window, of course, is open. It's time for me to tell you that the votes have come to an end, and I can reveal that the window was basically going to be open. You guys voted to keep it open, so it was relatively close, I will be honest, but it's probably the best thing to do. It's one of the best things about career mode, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be making any signings. I might not. I might decide not to. You guys let me know in the comments below, but the vote has finished and you guys seem to want me to leave it open, so there we go. Now, here's the vision and expectations of the board. So they've got a brand to protect, business to grow. Yep, we've been through all of this. We'll go through the objectives in more detail very soon. Youth development is only medium, surprisingly enough. And long term, it says within 2 seasons, have at least one player from the youth academy signed in the first team and play at least 50% of the games in the next season. So pretty much, guys, I need to scout someone this season and have them in the first team for next season. It's going to be difficult to do that, I think, unless we can find a real gem, maybe a right-sided player to take over from Walcott, for example. We'll soon find out what we can get from the scouts. Now, brand exposure, short-term, is obviously to get £127.5 million from shirt sales, but long-term, it's £323 million through media earnings, so competition prize money, things like that. We've got 3 seasons to do that. Financial is low, but within 3 seasons, increase the club worth by 10%. We should be able to do that. Domestic success. Now, this bothers me quite a lot. They want me to win the league, they want me to win the cup, and they want me to reach the final of the Champions League for continental success. Now, is it just me, or is that a little bit too much? I think getting to the final of the Champions League is going to be very difficult in the first season. And also, winning the Premier League isn't going to be easy. There's a lot of good teams. This is the first team. I think it's probably the team I'm going to start the season with. We do have Iwobi on the left, and that, of course, was another vote that has finished. Now, I have to admit something. I think I got a bit, I don't know, I don't want to say excited or a bit overexcited, but I made that video in a bit of a rush, and I didn't think it through. Iwobi is fine at 70. I will train him. So despite the vote actually being to upgrade him slightly, I'm not going to do it, so I apologise if you think I really should be, but we still will upgrade him, but it's going to be in the career mode. I just got a bit ahead of myself, so apologies for that, guys. Iwobi is going to stay the way he is at 70, even though I think it's really underrated, and we are going to put him in training straight away. Xhaka, Cazorla and Ozil in the middle, Sanchez up top, Walcott on the right, Bellerin, Mustafi, Koscielny, Monreal and Cech in goal. Now, on the bench and on the reserves, we've got a lot of players that are going to play in this pre-season tournament. We will go through these players eventually. We need to sort out the bench and reserves, but for now, this is the first team that I'm going to be using this season. And again, like I've mentioned, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to make any changes right now. Of course, though, there are quite a lot of players out on loan. So Chesney's out on loan, Wilshere, Toral, Campbell, which I was gutted to hear about when he was put out on loan. We'll definitely be using him next season. Chambers, of course, is out on loan to Middlesbrough, and I have converted him to a centre-back. It really bothers me that he's still a right-back in this game when he hasn't played right-back in a long time. So that's the only change I've made to the career mode. Callum Chambers is a centre-back. We've got Plaguezuelo. He's a centre-back as well, apparently, now. I didn't change that. Apparently, he's been playing centre-back a lot. Moore, we've got Crowley. Asano, the new signing. I'm still unsure about this guy. 69 rated at 21 years old. Could be a future signing or a future high potential player for Arsenal, but nothing too exciting, really. We've got Kamara out on loan short term as well. Probably not going to have any use of him. But I'm thinking, do we need to loan anyone else out? So if we go through the team, we've got players like Macy, we've got Ospina and Cech in the team. So I'm thinking maybe Macy, we could loan him out. But then I'm thinking, he's 21 years old and he's only 52 overall. I mean, is he ever going to be good enough for this team? Probably not. Yeah, I'm going to transfer list him. I'm going to be quite brutal with a couple of these players that I just don't think will ever make it. We've got Bielik. I'm not sure if he's someone that, you know, would eventually get high enough. The fact that his stamina is only 45 means we would have to train him a lot. I think what we're going to do is we'll keep him for now, but maybe just send him out on loan. Send him out for a one-season loan. We've got Chambers on loan as well, so we can always bring him back. But otherwise, we've got, of course, Gabriel, Holding, Koscielny, Mertesacker, and Mustafi. I mean, that is the strongest set of defenders we've had in years. So I'm really relieved to say that. And Plaguezuelo as well is out. Gibbs, Monreal, Bellerin, and Debuchy. Now, Debuchy is someone that I'm definitely not going to be using. I really am frustrated with the whole Debuchy situation with Arsenal. I'm actually going to go ahead and transfer list him. We don't need him. We've got Jenkinson back from his loan at West Ham. We've got more there. Cazorla, Rene Adelaide, we're definitely going to keep hold of him. Toral's out on loan. Ozil, of course, is staying. Coquelin, El Neni, Kamara's out on loan. Crowley's out on loan. Ramsey's staying. Wilshire's out on loan. Xhaka, the new signing, will play. Zilalem, we've got him. We'll be definitely putting him into the pre-season tournament team. Iwobi, Walcott, Campbell, Maitland-Niles. Again, I'm not too sure about Maitland-Niles. We'll go ahead and send him out on loan for the season, and we'll probably give him a new contract towards the end. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sanchez, Akpom, happy to keep him. Asano's out on loan. Giroud, Perez, Sonogo, we're definitely going to go ahead and sell Sonogo. We're never going to use him. And of course, Welbeck's there. And Willock, who is also going to go out on loan because he's only 56 overall. It's not quite good enough. So I think for now, that's what we're going to do. You can see the transfer budget right now, £77 million, 300,000 per week. But we've got 43 players in this list, and I don't think we need to bring anyone else in, to be honest. Not right now, anyway. So what I'm going to do, guys, is put together the second team that we're going to be using in this pre-season tournament. We're going to stick with the same formation, but obviously drop out some of the key players that we need for the season, bring in some youngsters. That way, if there are any injuries, things like that, we don't need to worry too much. So first of all, I think maybe Welbeck could come in. I think Welbeck would be a good player to have up top. Maybe Perez. I'll go with Perez for now, actually, because Welbeck could always play on the left, potentially. Iwobi will play because obviously I want him to grow as fast as possible. So maybe Welbeck doesn't have a position here. We're going to bring in El Neni. We're also going to bring in... I was thinking maybe Coquelin, but I'm going to go with Zilalem, I think, if we can find him. There he is. So Zilalem and El Neni. Ozil will drop out and we will bring in... See, that's a tough one. Maybe we go with Akpom. We could go with Akpom. We could go for Rene Adelaide, though. It does make more sense to go with Rene Adelaide because he is a cam. I completely forgot about him. We're also going to bring in Oxlade-Chamberlain. At right back, we will go with Jenkinson. Centre backs, we're going to go with Holding and Gabriel. And then at left back, of course, we'll go with Gibbs. And in goal, we're going to go with Ospina. So that will be the team that takes on the pre-season tournament. And let's see how far they get. So the first game is actually against Dortmund. And I think it could be a pretty tough game, but we are technically the home team. So we've started off brilliantly there. Iwobi picking up a goal within 7 minutes. Let's simulate the rest. Oh my God, we beat Dortmund 2-0. And it wasn't like they put up a weak team. They had Aubameyang, they had Dembele. Wow. I'm really surprised. 2-0. What a start for this guy as well, Iwobi. I literally cannot wait to use him. We're going to get him in training as soon as possible. So we'll do beat your man. I think his dribbling does need to be improved and his stamina more importantly. We're going to do his passing for sure. It's not the best. We're going to go for maybe shooting next. We could improve his finishing, things like that. Yeah, let's go with that. So we'll go for chance creation because he's a very good playmaker as well. He's had quite a few assists already this season. Should I put anyone else in or should I just stick with... I think we'll give Iwobi 4 to start off with. And we are going to do maybe crossing. We could do the perfect delivery, crossing and long passing. Yeah, let's go with that. So we'll do 4 drills for Iwobi. And the other player is going to be... I could maybe put in another youngster like Rene Adelaide, but I'm thinking maybe we do Holding. Holding might be a really good player for the future. We've also got Bellerin, of course. Now, Bellerin would be a good choice. Improve his defending. and he'll be 80 in no time. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to go with defending, and we're going to go for the 1-on-2 defending. So we're just going to improve his defensive ability. He's good going forward. He's really quick, but defensively could be a little bit better. So we'll simulate these and see how we get on in the first week. Can we get a few A's? That would be nice. We haven't done brilliantly well, but it's not bad. Into the next game now, and again we're using the second team up against Wanderers, but we're away from home. We should be winning this game anyway. Perez scores, and then they equalise 2 minutes later, but it stays 1-1. We do get a draw. Not the best result, but at least Perez gets his first goal for Arsenal. So we've just got our first transfer offer, and it is Bielik. So he's going to go out on loan to Northampton for a year. Hopefully he'll come back with higher stamina and just better stats in general. And now for the last game of the group stage in the Asian Elite Cup. Can we get a win and progress through? Yes, we can. 2-0. And Perez makes it 3 for the tournament. He's on fire right now. Now, guys, into the semi-finals. Can we pull off another win and get into the final with this reserve team? Yes, we can. 2-0. Perez scores again. And Iwobi. That is fantastic. Guys, this team is killing it right now. As a result of your performances, we got £2.975 million. That is brilliant. We're going to get even more if we can win the next game, which is the final. And of course, it had to be Bayern Munich, didn't it? I was just thinking maybe I should use my first team, win it, and get obviously a nice bit of money. But I'm not in this tournament to win it for the money, remember. I'm in it for the experience for the youngsters to try and gain overall. And I think I'm going to stick with what we've been doing. Why change it, you know? We're going to get this team in again, and hopefully some of them will grow a little bit from this pre-season tournament. Can we beat Bayern? Oh my God, we did it! Rene Adelaide scored within 6 minutes. Ribery 67 minutes and equalised. It went to penalties, and we've beaten them. Wow, we actually won the pre-season tournament with that team. That's really impressive. We got £3.8 million for that, so quite a nice amount of money. And clearly, the board are very happy with that. So we've started off the career mode perfectly at the moment. Time for some more training now. I'm hoping Iwobi is going to reach 71. And there you go, he has. Fantastic progress so far for Iwobi. Time now to get some scouts, I think. And hopefully we'll get lucky. Oh, look at that. Ethan Mason, 5-star, 5-star. We are going to sign you up. Hopefully we can get another 5-star, 5-star. Oh my God, this is brilliant. This is actually amazing. I've done this a few times with other teams already, and I haven't been able to get 2 in a row. Oh, imagine if we get 3, though. Please, please. Oh, it's not quite as good. I might actually wait until they reset and we get a few more to pick from, because judgment is quite important. I'd rather it was 4-4 instead of 5-3. So I think I'm going to stick with just the 2 for now. We're going to send Ethan Mason to England. I think we should search for some homegrown players. And we'll go for 9 months any. I'm thinking maybe the other place to go is possibly Spain. Should we go to Spain? That sounds quite interesting. We could go to Portugal because he is Portuguese, but we have had a lot of Spanish players over time. I think we're going to go Spain. Let's do it. Spain, 9 months, search for any. So I thought I'd take a quick look at shirt sales at the moment, and it's looking like Ozil is the top selling shirt, of course. Sanchez, Xhaka. And we've sold 230,000. I think my camera's in the way a little bit there, but it's 230,000. The season earnings, 22.79 million. Of course, that should go up. Weekly earnings of 3.9 million. And again, that should go up. Obviously, it needs to, because that's one of our objectives. We won a nice amount of money from that pre-season tournament, 9.35 million. Wages are quite a lot, but it's not too bad, to be honest. We've obviously spent quite a bit on scouts as well, but overall we're looking pretty good so far. Okay, we've got another transfer offer, this time for Matt Macy. He's just not going to be good enough. I don't really want to be selling some of these youngsters, but at 21 you've got to be at least 65 plus to get any chance of playing for Arsenal. So we're going to go ahead and accept it. £60,000, it's nothing obviously, but Matt Macy will at least get some game time now. Okay, so there is pretty much 3 weeks until the Liverpool game at home. Now, I need you guys to let me know in the comments below, is there any signings you think I should be making? Part of me thinks because the window is open, maybe I should take advantage of that and bring in an extra player or two. But I don't want to do that if it's going to ruin the realism. You know, I like to keep my my career modes as realistic as possible. And maybe bringing in 2 players would ruin that. But again, the window's open. Maybe I should use it. So maybe Mahrez, someone like that, someone on the right side that I could use. Just bringing in reinforcements. Just let me know in the comments below. And I really don't understand this, guys, but my rating's gone down. I'm down to 79, and I have no idea what's caused it. I wish it would tell you what caused the rating to go down. I feel like I haven't done anything wrong, but maybe selling Macy did it. Maybe loaning out a couple of youngsters. But for now, guys, that is going to be the end of the episode because I need your feedback before I continue. I don't want to waste all of this window and not do anything, and then suddenly I upload and everyone's like, oh, buy this player, and I haven't got time to do it. So please do let me know in the comments below if there's anything you'd want me to do with this career mode in particular. And for now, that's just going to have to be it. So hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and don't miss another episode, and I will see you soon.